I think, or I was getting in the car yesterday and somebody handing me my seatbelt. I'm like, well, I could have grabbed it. Thank you, I appreciate it. And just like little things like that. He has mints in his seats ready for him. I mean, he's pampered you. So it is what it is. I've loved it, and it's been a great experience talking to everybody, getting all these questions and things like that. So it's been great for me.
So you and John, did some of that pampering rub off on you guys? Did you guys get to enjoy some of those spoils?
I'm from the South, Belmont, North Carolina. I don't get pampered. My dad does not allow it. My mom tries to, and my dad they always fuss and fight about it, about me and Nick being babied all the time.
But how about here? I mean, just when you came here with Dabo, did you get some of the royal treatment as well?
Well, when I got my seatbelt handed to me, that was the first time ever anybody's handed me my seatbelt. And then the food, we went to Del Frisco's last night, which is a top-tier restaurant. It's probably the best I've had steak I've had. Then we had the seafood platter, so it's definitely rubbed off a little bit. The desserts were awesome, so I've loved it. I've definitely been pampered as well.
Going to be tough going back to real life tomorrow now?
Yeah, I always set like a little budget out about every month for just to get pampered. My dad hates it. He's like, you need to save all your money. I'm like, Dad, you can't have money and not spend money. You got to enjoy some of the little things that come with it. So I go to like Hall's Chop House once a month or every 3 months or something like that and pamper myself. But yeah, you gotta treat yourself sometimes, and that's what we've done.
Speaking of Nick, are you looking forward to maybe playing against him?
Yeah, that'd be
being
cool.
on the field together again?
Yeah, that's every brother's dream to be able to play each other. And on this level, in this stage, you see a bunch of brothers through the NFL and things like that, and that'd be awesome. I mean, he's a great player, and I'd love to play against him. But I did tell him, I warned him. I said, Dad's on his side, Mom's on my side. So I told him and Dad, I said, look, if we get ever that opportunity, I'm gonna give you all I got. So you better bring it, because I'm gonna bring it.
All right, so crossing route, I mean, are you going to be looking for him out there?
Yeah, I'll definitely be looking for him if he's out there. Keep my eye on him, but it's just something that's going to be just really special to me, just being able to, because I've lived it, and he's seen from being at William & Mary, he's always wanted that. So me being able just to tell him how it is and giving him that understanding, and him going there and playing there is going to be special to me. I know it'll be special to him, but I'm so proud of him, and it's going to be awesome to watch.
Would you have preferred at all that he landed at another Power 5 program rather than those guys?
Yeah. There's a few other schools. There's really a bunch of schools. He really blew up within that little 2-week span, and I was like, yeah, you should really take a visit here and here and here. And he'd be like, yeah, I think I'm going to go to South Carolina. I was like, okay, well, whatever. I don't really care, but if you enjoy it, you go do what you want to do. But I tried to get him to go up north, deep south, but he was like, I love it here, the coaches are good. So I was like, whatever, man. I love you either way.
Tanner, what have you seen in skills and drills from Andrew Booth so
Andrew
far?
Booth, he's a dude. He's kind of like DK, he brings it. Very physical, super quick feet, but just like the rest of them, they're really going to have to get in that playbook and understand the intricacies of the defense and how we do things. That's really the main thing that keeps guys like that off the field, is understanding. You see guys like just super talented. Some can overcome because their talent will make up for it and their speed and stuff like that, but they really got to get in the film room and understand the defense, and I don't think he'll have a problem playing once he figures that out.
Looking at the opener, is there any part of you that's disappointed you're not going to get to play the triple option?
A little bit, since I played that in high school, but it'll definitely be different. I mean, we usually had a bye week before Georgia Tech, so we'd have 2 weeks of triple option, which I didn't love, getting down in the dirt all the time. But it'll definitely be different for them. I know their personnel's not really built for that, so we'll see how it works out. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I don't know, what do you expect? They're kind of a stranger, a new personality.
Yeah, so we've been watching their spring game and their spread like that. They had a little joke when they got under in the red bone again, and then they were like, no, and everybody's cheering and stuff. So it's cool to see. They got a lot of energy over there, so they're going to be a tough team to play.
You were saying that John would never say anything bad about Trevor. He actually said Trevor's pretty boring, and so he couldn't do a good Trevor impression.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, do you have a good story about Trevor that would illuminate his personality a little bit more? What is there that we don't see?
I don't know if there'd be anything to illuminate. He is kind of a boring person, to be honest with you. He's super nice though. He's like so for people and everybody else but himself. Like I was trying to tell him the other day, we was doing skills and drills, and we weren't going as fast as I wanted to. And I was like, dude, you got to get in their face. You got to go. We got to get this work in. He's like, yeah, man, I'll try. The next day, he's like, come on, guys. We got it. Come on. But he's just a fun-loving guy. He's super religious. He's about his faith. And that's probably the best compliment I can give him. He's all about the Lord, and I love to see it. Somebody as humble as he is.
Yeah. How do you view your role as a leader this year in the defense with so many significant pieces, especially on the line, departing and leaving the program on season?
I see it kind of like the same as last year. We didn't really have a voice on the back end, and I tried to be that voice the best I could. Now I'm going to have to be the voice for the defense, so it's a little bigger role. But it's very similar. Just got to be able to hold guys accountable and them hold me accountable to be their leader and be that voice that they have. So that's kind of why I'm here, to be able to talk about them and just brag about them, how good they are, but not too much. Keep them humble and happy.
What do you like about that group?
I think just the youth that we have is super competitive, and being able to compete for spots, I'm super excited to see how it all turns out.
Is it exciting for you kind of inheriting the mantle as the face, really, pretty much this year of Clemson's defense? I mean, Isaiah Simmons is
we have a lot
highly
of good
regarded,
guys,
but he's not as much of a talkative guy. You're kind of the vocal guy out there in front of the
I'm trying to be. But yeah, we got so many good guys: Isaiah, AJ, Kayvon, Niles, and Jordan up front. All of our guys are really going to have to step up and be that voice for each segment. So as much help as I can get would be awesome. I know Jamie's doing a great job of keeping his linebackers accountable right now. Hopefully he stays healthy and has a great year. But he's definitely putting in the work, and he's bringing everybody along with him.
We'll go away from football for just a minute. Somebody, a little birdie, told me the other day that you work with kids in the community.
Yeah.
What kind of kids do you work with, and how did you get started with that?
So Lori Chapelier, she has a son named Brock. He goes to he just graduated from Walhalla High School. He was in the band, but I got into it like my freshman and sophomore year. I had to do some community service, so I went to her class. I think it's Walhalla Elementary. I could be wrong. But talked to those kids and just hung out with those kids a couple days during that semester. And it was great. It really built a relationship with her. So I hang out with Brock. He actually got enrolled into Clemson Life now. So that's awesome. And they come to practices once or twice a year, which is good to see them. And and then I do a little bit here. So Corin Robinson holds a camp right outside my hometown in McAdamville. And he was an ex-NFL player, went to NC State and all that stuff. So I go there and try to just as much as I can put into the youth for as amount of people that is put into me. It's so rewarding, and I appreciate everything.
What is that relationship with Brock like?
It's awesome. He's very quiet. He'll call me and he'll talk my ear off, but he's super quiet when I see him. But he's great. He always wears his gloves that I gave him, and he loves Coach Sweeney. He's got that little Coca-Cola cutout in his room. So he loves Clemson football. We play NCAA back in the day, and I don't know, he's just a fun-loving guy. He's full of energy, full of spirit, but when you see him, usually he's kind of quiet till he warms up to you.
With all the cool stuff that comes with being a well-known football player at an elite program, how cool is it that you have a platform like that to work with kids? Kids look up to you. We're all walks of life. You can really make a difference in people's lives. You have that kind of public platform.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love doing it. I love being a part of other kids' lives and just keeping up with them. I got a little group back home so my dad played real competitive softball, church league softball, and all the dads are having kids now, and I get to keep up with them and just try to help them as much as I can. I remember we had Maurice Falls played at ECU, and he DM'd me one time when I was in high school, and I thought that was just the biggest thing ever. So I understand the feeling of somebody at a college level talking to kids and stuff like that. So as much as I appreciate it, I try to do as much as I can, and it's been a blessing. It really has, being able to have this platform and put into kids that need just a little pick-me-up, a little encouragement. It's been awesome.
Tanner, I asked John this, and he gave me an answer that I couldn't really understand, but his favorite Daboism. Dabo has so many famous sayings. His had a lot of W's in it, like win.
W's, yeah.
A lot of win, 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 you do this. But I wonder, what's your favorite Daboism?
He's got a bunch. He does the acronyms too, BEST and all that stuff. I don't know though. It's God, I'd have to. He always has these things that he brings every day. It's love, joy, and then it's like can't and cannot, things like that. But they all have special meanings. There's so many. But I like the all-in chip that he brought in, like when he first got there. Just having those chips, because we give them out for our winter trainer on mat drills, and if you do the best of the day, you get a chip. So I keep those chips on me. I actually use them for my golfing, so I place them and stuff like that. So I think that's probably like the coolest thing he's done is the chips and being all in.
Does he ever break out bring your own guts ever, or does he kind of leave that in the moment?
I think that was just for that game. It really took off, and shirts were made and all that stuff. But I haven't heard him use it in a long time since that game, really.
That'd be kind of a classic to bring out at a special moment, right? That's
Yeah.
one of the all-time.
Yeah, maybe he'll save it for a special occasion. But he has so many good ones. He always so creative. A lot of people pour into him, and he tries to bring it to us, which is awesome.
Tanner, did Shaq's Smith's decision to transfer to that